Yeah, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Lord, this is Underdog Views, and I watched Sharktopus versus Whalewolf. Tried to say that a lot of times, yo, really quick. Whalewolf, 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 Whalewolf. With the tagline, his biggest fight is still to come. And I don't know how they did it, but this one was better. You know, this was maybe the best of all three of them. I like the second one, you know, maybe a bit more than this one, but this one was definitely the best filmed. So let's just start with the movie, shall we? But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my second channel, Underdog Eats, and third channel, Underdog Reacts, link down below in the description. And that's basically it. Now the movie, we see the sea. We see the sea. And then we see a boat that is doing a burial on sea. Okay. they have the casket on the crane, hanging above the water. Like, you're gonna drop the thing into the ocean. That's it. I don't know how I feel about that, But hey, you do you. Now we see a priest, doing his thing, and a door opens. A guy comes out. I think his name is Ray, and he's apparently the captain. He comes out, and the sun hits his face. He's he's groaning, and everybody looks over to him. Oh, sorry, go on. He puts on some sunglasses, and then walks to the side of the boat where he sits down on the railing. Another guy comes up, Pablo, and he sits next to him. The guy asks, Pablo, who are these people and what are they doing here? Well, Pablo explained, and Ray was not that happy. Well, why didn't you ask me first? Well, I tried to, but you were too drunk. Ah. And then from the depths of, we see now some sea, and from the depths, we see Sharktopus coming up. But we're gonna leave that because if you want to know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. This will also probably be the shortest review of all three of the movies, but because I have not a lot of points to talk about. The first two movies I was really shitting on them, and I have to say honestly, this movie improved from the last two. The film, how they film it was a bit better. It was less shaky cam, more steady, more sharp. The acting was also still not A-lister, but it was better. It was better. And this time it had nothing to do with the Dr. Simons or whatever his name was, with the doctor who created both Sharktopus and Terracuda. It had nothing to do with him. This was just a woman that, well, not really nothing to do with him. She worked at that lab where they create those two monsters, and she is now on her own, and she tried to make a new thing, race, whatever, but she combined orca or killer whale, that's where the whale part comes in, whale and wolf, so killer whale and wolf parts. And no, she didn't put them together as two species. No, she took a third thing, and that was a human, and put those two in him. So the werewolf is also human. You know, it's half wolf, half killer whale, half human. The werewolf man. Oh no, man werewolf. That's better. Man werewolf, you know. Half that, half that, half that. If you know the reference, you know, what kind of joke I make, you know, put them below in the comment section. You know. We also did a movie about that creature that I made the joke about. Prophecy. So go look my review for Prophecy. And also go watch the movie yourself, you know. But yeah, that's basically it. You know, the creatures, they didn't blend in fully, but they blended in more. And in the last movie, the Sharktopus vs. Terracuda, the fight between the two, but I have to say, yes, there was more fighting between the two in that one. And this one was less fighting, and I don't even remember how they finished it actually. I've got the ending already. Oh. But they had less fighting of Whalewolf and Sharktopus to each other, and more to the town that they were in. Like I said, Terracuda versus Sharktopus. There was a fight between the two. That was I was talking about, and there was a fight between the two, but it was fully CGI. Not even CGI. You know, because CGI usually blends in well. You know. No, okay. No, it blends in more than this does, because you know, this was just, you know, hey, let's take from computer and stick it in, and that was legit how they did it. Also with the fight between the two, you know, the ocean looked fake, the everything there between the fight between the two, you know, when it was full scene, you know, full fight scene, that looked just fucking fake, you know. But enough shitting about that movie. Let's shit further on this movie. Yeah, like I said, it just didn't blend in perfectly, but it did blend in more. So I have to give them props for, even though it was this movie is maybe not even a year later after the Terracuda one. They did a better job of, you know, blending in the movie. So props to them for that. Like I said, there was not a lot of fighting between Sharktopus versus Whalewolf, even though that's the whole fucking title of the movie. So you would think from, hey, they fight each other. Well, not that much. The werewolf was also less wolf, more needy dog. You know? So yeah. Yeah, it was really, it was less wolf and more needy dog. So instead of whale wolf, it could be more whale dog. But you know, then there's no play on words with werewolf, because you know, apparently the orca and the wolf love the moon in this movie, and Markiplier hates the moon. So. On the moon. Oh jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna leave likes, recommend a good creature, a good chimera movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and I'll see you guys later for Chicago, the musical, and for Blackadder 2, because we're obviously going to continue with that. And if you go to my third channel, I will drop also a new video today, and with a new band, new song. So if you want to know which one that is and want to listen to it with me, you know, for the first time, you know, watch the video. Tomorrow I will drop a new video on my second channel, Underdog Eats, because you know it's first Thursday, so I'm gonna do a new drink. So just subscribe to my second channel, Underdog Eats, and subscribe to my third channel, Underdog Reacts. Link down below in the description, because yeah, it's hopefully fun. This movie gets I think it's on the borderline of a 3 out of 5. Because if they had a bit more fighting between Whalewolf and Sharktopus would be nice. Yeah, would have been nice, yeah, because that's the whole title of the fucking movie. But otherwise, the movie was okay. It was, like I said, less bad than definitely the first one. But I maybe would say that the second one is still my favorite of the three. Even though the scoring is lower than this one. No, my scoring is lower than this one. Yeah, I think that one would still be my favorite. But, like I said, leave likes, yada yada yada, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.